make it on Friday. We'll be repeating a few of the moves from Friday, but we'll be doing some upper body with weights and then some lower body, just body weight stuff. So, like always, we'll start with our breath and our warm-up so we can set the weights down for now. And then just a reminder, the alignment breath, both feet planted strong on the ground. We'll inhale through our nose for a count of 3. Hold it for a count of 6. When we're holding it, we're pulling our belly button up and in, engaging our core, sitting tall, and then exhaling through our nose for a count of 9. Now, a reminder that we want to exhale all of the air we have in our lungs. Fun fact that I'll share again, when we exhale that last little bit of air, when it feels like there's no more air left and you just push out that last little bit, you're able to empty out the air pockets that build up in our lungs. And so that last little breath, when we're blowing out all that last air that's left, you're exhaling the highest amount of toxins from our system. So by pushing past and exhaling when it feels like there's no air left, exhaling just a little bit more, the toxins concentrated that we're exhaling through our breath are much higher than at the beginning of our breath. So we'll do it that way. So we'll exhale, and you want to empty out all the air you have, and then inhale, filling up your diaphragm, filling up your rib cage with as much air as you can on the inhale. And I'll remind you as we breathe. So eyes open, eyes closed, it's up to you. We'll regular breath, just inhale and exhale. One more breath, inhale, exhale all of the air you have. And then begin your alignment breath on your next inhale. Inhaling for 3. Sit tall, shoulders back, engaging your core, belly button up and in. Holding for 3, 2, 1, and exhaling for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale anything left and inhale for 3. Holding for 6, 5, 4, shoulders back, core engaged, belly button up and in, engaging your pelvic floor. Exhaling for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling anything left. And inhale for 3. Holding for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Allow your breath to return back to a normal rhythm. You can begin to sway side to side, just loosening up your spine, reminding your body that we're going to be moving and exercising. And then whenever you're ready, you can let your eyes come back open if they were closed. Good. All right, so we'll get right to it with our marches. So we'll just start marching, alternating legs. And as always, if you need to modify, you can just lift the heel, keeping the toes on the ground. Otherwise, lifting the whole foot off the ground, strong core here. And if you feel okay to alternate the shoulders, warming up our shoulder joint. Good job. Remembering to continue breathing. And as we breathe, as we exhale, every exhale we can engage our core in the same way we were just doing with our alignment breath. As we're breathing here, inhale. As you exhale, re-engage the core. Check back in. Good job. 10 more seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Next, we'll just open up, not straightening the leg yet, but just abducting one leg at a time. Still sitting tall. Still checking in, engaging our core. You can keep your hands on your belly if that helps you remember. I need that reminder most times, so I like to stay right here. And just continuing to alternate legs. Good job, ladies. Check your alignment, check your posture, sit a little bit taller. If you find yourself starting to slouch, you can just realign, readjust here. Good job, 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, now we're going to do our leg extensions. So just alternating. If you need to modify, keep the heel down and just tap the heel in front. Or you can support the leg from underneath with your hands to take some of that weight off of your hips and your quads as you do this. Otherwise, just alternating, staying tall, strong core here. Good job. Remembering to breathe. Always remember to breathe, it's important. Easy to forget though. Good, 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's warm up our calves here. So we'll go heel raises first. Both heels at one time. Pausing at the top for just a quick 1 or 2 count hold, just to really get that activation of your calves all the way up. Good job. Did you guys see the children's choir this weekend? Did anybody watch that? Was it nice? Yeah, I bet. I remember being in choir and going and performing for stuff like that. All right, we'll switch. Now we'll go toe raises, raising the toes. If you need to adjust where your feet are positioned to be able to lift those toes a little easier, then you can bring your heels out in front just a little more. Good. Checking in with your core, checking in with your alignment. Nice job. And now we're going to alternate heels, toes, heels, toes. Rocking back and forth. Good morning, Judy. Good morning. Good job. Nice. And rest. All right, last one for the legs. We're going to open up out to the side and extend. Out to the side, extend. Now if you need to modify here, just go back to the ones that we did to start rather than extending. You can also just tap the heel down rather than lifting the leg all the way up. Lifting the leg all the way up is going to be the most challenging. Tapping the heel will be middle challenging. And just abducting is going to be the most modified version. Good job. Judy, if you want to start with just some marches, just start with our marches to warm up. Yep. Okay. We'll just take you through the lower body warm up, speedy mode. Good, just a little bit longer. 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, rest. All right, Judy, you can go to the abduction next. All right, for the rest of us, we'll go to arm circles. Here, good. Just nice and small, nice and easy to start. Gentle movement, still strong core. Good, and we'll reverse. Good job. Good job, and if you need to modify, you can change the height of your hands. The lower they are, the less tension on your shoulders, or if you need to have a slight bend in your elbow, that's okay as well. Those are both modifications you can make at any time. All right, now we're going to go big arm circles, alternating one at a time. Nice big range of motion. Same modification if you need to lower the height of your hand or put a small bend in your elbow. Both of those will take some of the tension off the shoulders if you need it. Continuing to engage our core here. Good job. Couple more. Nice. And we'll switch directions now, going forward. Good. Yeah. I swam in the ocean. I got to a point where I was like, I can see how people's legs get tired and they go under real quick. Good. Alright, just a few more here. And rest. Good job, ladies. All right, we're going to do our crossovers next. So we'll start out. We'll cross one hand over the top and all the way back open, and then switch top hand. Yeah, just alternating which hand is on top. Same modification as the arm circles. You can lower the height of your hands to decrease the tension, or place a small bend in the elbows. Otherwise, just staying here at shoulder level as best as we can. Strong core, moving with our breath. Good job, ladies. Good, just a little longer here. Good, and rest. Shake them out. Good job. All right, let's do some stretches, break up our warm-up. All right, so to start, we'll start with one leg out. We'll inhale at the top. Exhale to reach forward. We'll inhale again, coming up just about halfway. And then exhale back down another time. We'll do that one more time. Inhale up halfway. Exhale back down. Last time, and hold on this one just a little longer. Continuing your breath. On your next inhale, we'll come up and we'll switch legs. A nice big inhale at the top. Exhale forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale forward. And one more, inhaling up. Exhale forward and hold. Inhale back up. Good job, ladies. And now we'll go back to our leg we started with, whether it's your right or your left, whichever leg you had out first. We're going to grab that knee, lift it up. We'll take a nice big breath here. Good, and then we'll lower down, not all the way, just extend your arms, and then back up. 2, good, inhale, lower down, and exhale back up. 3, good. Now we're going to grab the ankle, cross it over if you can. If not, you can continue to hold the knee. And then we're going to do that same pattern here. So we'll inhale, pulling up, and exhale to stretch forward. You can lean into it, lean forward, taking your chest towards your knee. And then we'll inhale up, and exhale forward. We have one more of those, inhaling up, and exhaling forward. Good. And then nice and gentle, uncross, set that leg down, and we'll switch. inhaling up. Good. Go ahead and exhale. We'll inhale one more time. Lower the knee down on this one. Exhale back up. Good. Inhale. Lower down. Exhale back up. Good. One more. Inhale, lowering down. Exhaling back up. Good. We'll cross it over on this one. Good. And then we'll do the same thing. So inhale, pulling up. Exhale, relax down, leaning forward. Inhale, pulling up. Relaxing down and forward. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, pulling up. Exhale, down and forward. And nice and gentle, we'll come out of that. Lowering the leg back down. Good. Let's stretch our neck. So we'll let our head fall to one side. Reach through the opposite hand, reaching through the fingertips, lengthening that stretch. Nice big inhale. And we'll exhale to roll the head forward, tucking the chin towards the chest. Nice and gentle, nice and slow, coming up to the opposite side, switching hands. Nice big inhale. Exhale, rolling the head forward, tucking the chin to the chest. We'll go one more on each side, switching hands. Nice job, ladies. Nice big inhale. Exhale, rolling the head forward, tucking chin to the chest. Coming up to the opposite side one last time. Good job. Nice big inhale. Roll the head forward. Pause in the middle with the chin towards the chest. Just creating some space in our C-spine and our neck, and the vertebrae in our neck. And come up to the middle. Nice. We'll do some shoulder shrugs. So let's go ahead and let our hands fall to the side like penguin. Shrug up. And then push down like someone's pulling your hands down through the floor. Stretching as much as you can. Shrug up. Push down like someone's pulling your hands through the floor. Good. One more. Shrug up. And down. Good. Nice job, ladies. And let's go into our cat-cow next. So we'll start in our cat, arching forward, tucking the chin to the chest. A nice round spine. We'll inhale. And our exhale will bring us up. Arching. Squeezing the shoulder blades, elbows back. Nice big inhale. Exhale to fold forward. Nice big curve in the spine. And inhale. Exhale up. Good. And relax to the middle. Let me check our time. Oh yeah, we're doing good. Okay. All right, so for the next section, we're going to pick up our weights and we're going to go through the warm-up again, but this time, if you have weights, if you feel comfortable holding the weights, we will do it holding the weights. Otherwise, we'll just repeat it with just our arms, just our body weight. So for the marches, it's going to be keeping our arms at a 90-degree angle, and it's like we're just elbowing someone behind us and then coming forward. And just alternating here. It's like these weights feel awfully heavy today. They're 5s instead of 3s, that's why. I was like, something's different here. Good. These ones will be a bit shorter of a time. So just strong core. Good job. And rest. Rest the weights on your knees real quick and just bounce your shoulders. Loosen it up. Okay. And now we're going to do the abduction. So the abduction, this time we're going to hold it here. Okay? And we're going to just press up. And it doesn't have to be all the way up. We're not fully extending our arms, but we're just raising the weights from about chin level to the top of our head. Practicing our coordination and our brain muscle right here, doing 2 things at once like this. Good job. Strong core here. Nice job, ladies. Just a little bit longer. And if at any point you need to just rest the weights, just rest the weights. That's fine. You can stop pressing at any point. 3, 2, 1. Good. Rest. Nice job, ladies. Okay. Now we're going to rest the weights on our knees if we have weights. If we're doing just body weight, go ahead and push your hands on your knees and just resist yourself up a little bit. So just apply a little bit of pressure to your knee, just a little bit, just to create some resistance. If you have weights, you don't have to push, just do just the weight. And we're just going to go back to our marches here. Strong core with the added weight and the added resistance. It's a lot more core here to lift our leg. So remember to engage, belly button up and in. Good job. 10 more seconds. Nice job, ladies. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Keeping the weight on our knees. We're going to go into our calf raises. So just adding a little bit extra pressure here. Good job. And switch toe raises now. Good job. And now alternating heel, toe. Just rocking back and forth, alternating, raising the heel and the toe. And rest. Good job. All right. Ready? You ready? I think we're ready. All right. So we're going to throw some punches. Okay. So remember how we've done in the past, just alternating right and left, throwing forward. Strong core here, just straight forward to start. We don't have to lock our elbows out. We want to keep a soft bend in our elbows at all times, not fully extending. Good. And next, we're going to go across our body. So we've got 10 more seconds here. Our next movement, we're going to punch across our body, twisting our core. Good. And switch now, punching across. Good. Twisting in the core. Strong core here as we twist. Good. And modification, just keep the weight real close to your body if you need to. Instead of extending your arms, you can just do real small, like shoulder to shoulder range of motion. If you feel okay to extend a little further, then extend a little further. 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Good job, ladies. Good. All right. We are going to do our curl and press next. So remember our curl here, press up and back down, resisting the weight the whole way. If we're doing just body weight, we want to really squeeze our muscles, really flex our muscles, creating that resistance with just our body alone. Good. Nice job, ladies. Strong core, sitting tall. Good. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rest. You can rest the weight, shake your arms out. We've got one more exercise and then we'll take a quick water break. If you need it before then feel free. I won't make you dehydrate yourselves like my softball coach used to do. Okay. So we're going to lean forward for this last one. And we're going to pull both arms up and back down. Row up and back down. Good. Nice job. So brief pause at the top, holding that activation, squeezing the shoulder blades together, keeping our elbows close to our sides, keeping the weight close to our body. Good job. Good. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Go ahead and set the weights down while you're down here. Come up nice and slow, nice and gentle. Grab some water. Good job. That's round 1. You guys are doing great. Everyone feeling okay? Burning? Let it burn. Oh, that's a song from, I was trying to think, what's another song that says burn in it?
I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you.
That's a good one. I like that one.
That's a Blue Oyster Cult, old song.
I always like resort to Usher. And
Burning
I'm
Love,
like,
Elvis has Burning Love.
Oh yeah.
So do I have for him.
Hot burning love.
okay, let's shake them out real quick. Let's do a little stretch in between. So let's take our arm across our body, grabbing the elbow. Yeah. Just stretch that out real quick before we hit it again. Do some wrist curls, loosen up your forearms from holding the weights. We have one more set of those exercises and then we'll move on to our lower body. So we just have one more burst for our upper body and then it's our legs turn. Alright, and we'll switch arms, take the opposite arm. Do some wrist circles here. Good job. And rest. Let's go up over our head, one arm up, let it fall behind the head. We'll grab it with the other one. If that's difficult, you can push from the front and just support this way. Yeah, it's tough on some shoulders to come all the way up here, so you can just push from the bottom down here. Yeah, and that should feel a little better. And then we'll switch, come out of it the same way you went in, opposite arm up towards the ceiling, down behind the head, and pushing from the front. Push from the bottom or pull from the top, whatever feels better. Deep breaths. Good, and come out of it. And nice and slow and gentle, let's pick our weights back up. Alright, so we'll start back with our marches. So doing that same marching here, alternating, keeping our elbows at a 90-degree angle here. Good, and same thing if you need to modify, just the same as the warm-up, you can just lift the heels instead of the whole foot. Otherwise, keep your core strong and engaged here as we're moving. Good. And switch, holding the weights here, we're going to abduct and just press up. Remember, we're not pressing all the way up to the top, just from about our jaw level to the top of our head. So keeping our arms bent the entire time, just alternating right and left, legs, right and left legs, good. Both arms pressing together. Good job. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, good. Let's rest the weights on our knees here. Good job. And we'll alternate marches. Remember, if you're using body weight, you can just press against your knees, creating a little bit of a resistance. Otherwise, just holding the weight in place and alternating legs. Strong core here. This is a lot of core, so we want to really use our core to lift our knees. Remembering to breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Calf raises. So heel raises first. Good job. Nice job, ladies. Check back in with your alignment. Check back in with your core engagement here. Good. And we'll go toe raises next. Good. And alternate heel, toe, heel, toe. Good. Alright, get your minds ready to throw some punches. We got our last set of jabs coming up. Alright, so rest, go ahead and grab the weights. Alright, we want to keep our shoulder blades squeezed together, strong shoulders here, and just straight forward to start. Remember, we're not extending all the way, we're not locking our elbows out. Always a soft bend in the elbows. And if you need to modify, just real small ranges of motion here. Rather than extending it away from your body so much, just keep it real close to the body. Good. Continuing to alternate strong core here. Core is very important as we're doing these movements. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and cross body. Getting that twist in our trunk now as we punch. Good. Same thing, if you need to have a smaller range of motion, just go from shoulder to shoulder with the weight rather than extending out past your shoulder. If you feel good to extend, remember we're not locking the elbows out, keeping a soft bend in the shoulders at all times, or elbows at all times. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, ladies. Rest. Bounce the shoulders out, shake them out. Good. All right, we've got our rows. Or no, I'm sorry, we have our curl and press. So we're going to curl up and press up and back down. Curl, press. Good job. Looks great, ladies. Good. Remembering to breathe, check back in with your core. Check your engagement here. Good. Nice job. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And we'll rest real quick. Now we have our rows, and then we'll take another break. So remember our rows, we're leaning forward, keeping the elbows close to the body here. You can bring your feet a little closer together if that feels better. I gotta get my thighs out of the way sometimes. So, and then we'll row up, pulling up towards our hips and back down, controlling the weight all the way back down. Control it up, control it down. Good. Speed isn't as important as form here, so we want to go nice and slow and controlled, making sure that we're keeping good position, good form as we go. If you need to come up from leaning forward, if that's difficult on your lower back, you can raise up, be a little bit more upright rather than all the way forward. That's okay as well. Looks good, ladies. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, elbows nice and high. Good. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and put the weights all the way down, and we'll just slide them out of the way. We're done with those. Good job. Grab some water. Good job. We're done with the weights for today. So on Friday, I introduced something that's a little new. Those of you who were here Friday, it'll feel familiar for you. I think it might have just been you guys that were here Friday, but yeah. So whoever's comfortable to stand, I will demonstrate standing, but I will also demonstrate a seated version of it as well. It is a lower body focus. So I will show the standing version first, and then I'll show the seated version. You guys all just sit tight, have some water, give your body a rest, recover a little bit longer. I'll demonstrate first, and then we can all practice together. So if we're standing on our left leg, we want the chair on our left side, okay? And we're going to practice leg lifts. So just lifting forward. So my heel's going to go from about the toe of my standing leg up until the chair height. Now, as high as you can go. If you can't go to the chair height, that's completely fine. We just want to go as high as we can, no higher than the chair. So just right here, slight bend in your standing leg, and we're just going to pull here. I like to keep one hand on my core to remind me that my core needs to be engaged as I do this. So we're going to go one leg. I'm going to make it burn. We're going to do it all on one leg and then all on the other. So we'll stand, doing our standing raises, and then we'll do the same to the side, same to the back. So for the back, it's just extending straight back, keeping my hips square in front. We're not opening up our hips this way, so just keeping our hips real still. It's a small range of motion. And then the last movement, hamstring curls. So we're just going to be curling, keeping our knees together, just curling our heel up towards our butt. And then we'll switch to the opposite side, and we'll do the same thing. So we'll go forward, side, straight back, just extending straight back, and then curl. So if we're seated for this, what that's going to look like, so for the forward one, you're going to put your leg straight out, and we'll just raise here. If you need to tap the toe back down in between, the heel, rest the heel in between, you can. So that will be the straight. For the side, we'll go back to our abductions, but this time, rather than setting our foot down, we'd like to just keep it up. So just hover our foot above the ground the whole time.
Which is better, standing up or sitting?
Whichever feels more. You can try both, honestly. You can try both. You're able to get the same activation. With the exception, the only one that's going to be difficult sitting would be this straight back one. So for that one, I'm going to have you guys do a core exercise instead. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I'll have you do good mornings. So we'll do good mornings instead. That's going to work the same muscle group. So for seated, we have straight leg raises. We have the hovering abduction. We have good morning with both legs. And then for the hamstring curl, you can still do that. Just keeping that leg off the ground and curling the heel back towards the seat. So I will remind you that when we're doing the kickbacks, the straight back, I'll remind you guys that it's the good mornings instead. Yeah, truly, standing has more of a balance aspect to it. Whereas seated, it's primarily just going to be working those muscle groups. So if you want to try around standing and then try around seated, we are going to go through it twice. So you will be able, if you wanted to do one of each, you're more than welcome to try both. Or try some of the exercises standing and some of them seated. Really, it's whatever your body feels confident and strong doing. So for those of you who would like to stand, go ahead and stand. Pick a side of the chair to start on. For those of you who are seated, just find a comfortable position on the seat. We'll start with our straight forward. So remember, we have a soft bend in our standing leg. We don't want our knees locked out. We want to always have a soft bend. Let's put one hand on our belly, one hand on the chair to keep our balance here. And we'll just raise nice and controlled. If you need to tap your heel down in between, you can. If you need to go every other rep, you can. Good. You look like you used to do some dance classes. Did you do ballet or something?
Teach aerobics.
Oh, okay. You have like that ballerina leg lift going on. Good job, ladies. Just a little bit longer, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now with that same leg, we're going to go straight out to the side. So same thing, we want to keep our hips nice and square. Your hips should be square to me. Slight bend in that standing leg. Yep. And then if you're seated, just the abduction. Perfect. Yep. Good job. Strong glutes here, really squeezing in the glutes as we stand. Good. Feel the burn. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rest. Go ahead and shake them out. Your standing leg is going to start feeling tired. You're going to feel it in that glute on your standing leg. That's completely normal and to be expected. All right, so we will go straight back. I'm going to stand sideways just so you guys can see me demonstrate from this way. But remember, straight back, it's just a small range of motion here, keeping the hips square. This is going to activate our glutes from all angles. So it's really going to support us for our lower back. Having strong glutes helps a lot with low back pain. So it's important. If you need to keep the knee bent, that is okay. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rest. Shake them out. And the last one is the hamstring curl. So last one, keeping our knees together and we're just curling up. Good. Forgot to remind you good mornings, but good job. Remembering to breathe, remembering to keep our core nice and engaged here. And rest. Good. Shake them out. We'll switch to the opposite side. Your legs might feel a little jiggly or jello-y. That's okay. Just take your time. All right. Now, since we already did the right leg, you're going to feel that standing leg fatigue a little faster on this side. So if you need to rest more often, if you need to go every other rep and take a break in between, then feel free to break it up as needed. All right, so we'll go straight forward first. Strong core here as we lift. Good job. Nice job. Slight bend in your standing knee. Make sure your knee's not locked out on that standing leg. Good. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Shake it out. Good job, ladies. And now we'll go to the side. Keeping your hips square towards me, slight bend in the knee. Good. Nice job, ladies. Oh, May's back. Was that May?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, good. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Welcome back, May. Oh.
She hates that. I always shout out her name too. Yeah.
She's like, please don't.
Yeah.
All right, so good mornings. Good mornings if you're seated. If you're standing, straight back. Should probably scoot forward so I'm not kicking the cabinet. Good, strong core. Slight bend in our standing knee. Good. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Last one. We'll do our hamstring curls and then we'll take a quick break. Alright, so hamstring curl, standing tall. Slight bend in your standing leg. Keeping our knees together and just curling that heel up towards our glutes. And if at any point you need to just pause in between and rest and go every other rep, that's okay too. You can give your legs a break as needed. Good, nice job. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, rest. Good job. All right.
Are we done yet?
Almost there. Almost.
She's a toughie, you
Let's
guys.
go ahead and have a seat. That one was tough, so we'll cool it down from here. We'll do the rest of it seated. Good job, you guys. That was good. I know that's a new one. The balance, the glutes. There's a lot of burn with that one, but I'm proud of you guys for pushing through it. All right. So let's just cool down now. So we'll take it nice and gentle. Okay. We're going to do some of the similar movements, but just very small range of motion. We just want to get some blood flow into those areas and just cool down. Bring our heart rate down. Good. Nice job. And then we'll alternate leg extensions here. So just alternating. Good. Good, and we'll just go back to our marches here. Good job. You guys are doing great. We're almost at the point where we're just gonna stretch and enjoy the last little bit. Good. Rest our legs. Our legs are done. Legs just need to be stretched now, but let's do some arm circles. Get some blood flow back to our upper body here. Good. And switch directions. Good. And we'll go nice and big, one at a time, alternating. Stretching out our shoulders, our chest, any tightness we may be feeling from our upper body exercises. Good. And we'll switch directions, going forward now. Good job. All right, let's go back to our stretches now. So we'll bring one arm across the body, grabbing at the elbow, do some wrist circles here, and switch direction of our circle. Good. And go up and down, just stretching the forearm by lifting our fingertips up towards the ceiling, down towards the floor. Good. And we'll switch arms. Nice and gentle, bringing the other one across, starting with our circles. And switch direction. Good job. And then we'll just go up and down. Good. Nice job. We'll go up, no, not up over our head today. We did that earlier. Now I'd like to clasp behind. If this is difficult, then you'll just keep your hands at your lower back and squeeze the elbows together. But if you can, clasp your fingertips together and extend your arms and just stretch here. The higher your hands go, the more it's going to stretch. The lower your hands are, the less tension you'll feel in your shoulders. And just take some big, deep breaths here. One more nice big breath. Good. Bend the elbows first before you unclasp your fingers, and then unclasp to avoid some stiffness you may feel in the shoulders. All right, let's do some neck rolls. So we'll drop our head to one side and just roll nice and gentle, tucking the chin towards the chest. If at any point you feel a sticky spot or somewhere that feels more tense, pause there. Take a deep breath before moving through that position. And come up to the opposite side, and then when you're ready, go back forward. Coming up to both sides a total of 2 times. More if you're a Speedy Gonzalez. Take your time. Good job. And when you're done, go ahead and tuck the chin towards the chest. One last nice stretch there before coming back up to a neutral position. Let's stretch our leggies out now. Alright, so starting back with one leg forward. This time we're just going to hold the stretch the whole time, so we won't come up out of it and back in. We'll just inhale at the top. Exhale forward, reaching towards our toes. And continue to breathe down here, another inhale. And with every exhale, see if you can relax into the stretch a little bit more. If not, that's okay. And on your next inhale, we'll come up and we'll switch legs. Bringing our opposite leg forward. Nice big inhale at the top. Exhaling forward. Continuing to breathe. Remember, with every exhale, you can relax a little deeper. And on your next inhale, coming up. Good, and we'll stretch our glutes out and then we're done. So grabbing one leg, bringing it up, grabbing the ankle, bringing it across. If that's difficult, then you can just hold one hand on the knee, one hand on the shin here. If you can bring it across, go ahead and bring it across. You can get deeper into the stretch by leaning forward towards your knee and just deep breaths here. And raising that knee back up, nice and gentle, setting it down. Doing the same on the opposite side. Crossing over if you can. And with every exhale, just try and relax into the stretch, whether that's leaning forward or whether that's just releasing some of that resistance you may have to the position. Use your breath to create more space, release the tension. Good, on your next inhale, we'll come back up out of it. Nice and slow and gentle, lower back down, and you guys are all done. Good job.
Yay! Good job, Carrie.